Tony.
Hey there.
I love movies. It was the Oscars this weekend. Movies are really brilliant. I can cry at almost anything, and trailers are normally enough to get me to just absolutely start weeping. When I'm sitting there waiting for the feature film to start, if there's 6, 7, 8 trailers these days, half hour before the movie starts, I will cry 6, 7, 8 times because I'm like, those trolls, they really, their life must be so complex and difficult, and Justin Timberlake, I love you. So, I love the cinema. I was an acting major in college. I lived in New York for 10 years where I was a professional actor for most of that time. And so I love the cinema. But being a professional performer at some point in your life makes you also a bit of a cunt about other performers. You become really judgy. Like, every time you see someone give any performance in any movie about anything, you're holding up your cards. Like, that was a 3 for content and a 1 for presentation. Son of a bitch. All right, and then you watch something else. You know, you're watching The Usual Suspects for the 18th time, and you're like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, for every single performer that's up there. And so I have gone through the gamut over the years of performers who I really love. I really love Maureen O'Hara. If you've been to Lancaster Story 74, you've probably heard me talk about her. I love Maureen O'Hara. I love all of her work. But there are some people, some actors out there who you just want to reach through the television or the movie screen and just punch them in the dick. In the proverbial dick. If they have one or not, doesn't matter. You punch them in the proverbial dick. And the actor who I see on screen far too often, who I love to hate, is one Miss Kirsten Dunst. Come at me. Thank you, friend here. Okay? I love to hate Kirsten Dunst. Even when I was a professional performer for years and years, I said, if I get my first big break and I get called by a Hollywood producer and they invite me out and they treat me to dinner and they offer me this leading man romantic part and they tell me that my opposite number is going to be Kirsten Dunst, I will turn it down. That is how vehemently I don't know, she ruins the Spider-Man movies, which are generally not very good anyway. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which is so beautiful and so weird. Michel Gondry, 10 out of 10 every time on all of his movies. All right, Kate Winslet, I met her once, she's around this big. All right, 10 out of 10 every time. But Kirsten Dunst spends 7 minutes on screen, and I just want to... the whole movie, I want to punt it out of the window. All right? Kirsten Dunst was at her best when she was a wee little child. Have we seen Interview with a Vampire? Spectacular. She is a callous, 5-year-old, horrible person. And she's great at it. And then she's in Jumanji, where she's only like 6 inches taller. She's the girl in Jumanji, remember, with Robin Williams. And she is so good at that because she's a callous, terrible 10-year-old, and she's great at it. But by the time she hit puberty and became an adult actor, no one gave her acting lessons. No one told her she wasn't allowed to be a callous, terrible human being for the rest of her career, and it would be okay. But here's the problem. In her 30s, someone seems to have given her acting lessons. Because the 4 or 5 most recent films she's done, I've gone and seen them because I'm like, ooh, Kirsten, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna sit back in my dark theater and I'm gonna bitch about you to my friends, and I'm gonna have so much fun doing it, and my friends are gonna say they're gonna go out for drinks with me afterward, but then just leave. Because that's what it's like to see a movie with Bryan. And I know who I am at this point. I love to hate me too. But the last couple It's like, you were okay. I kind of believe in you now. And I can no longer love to hate her because I don't hate her. And I think this may have something to do, or at least this is how I'm justifying it in my head, is that I'm not a professional performer anymore. So I've lost my touch, and I just don't realize what a terrible actor she still is.
More dudes, man.